Hey, what's up guys? Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI, the No Magicite Challenge. Today, there will be no rest for the wicked, because we need to hightail it out of here to South Figaro, and then continue on further to the Returner's hideout. So here we go. If you want to move around with your chocobo, you can either hold the A button or the up button on your directional pad, and you can use left and right to steer, as you see me doing here. In order to dismount, you just press the B button. And if that looked like something right out of F-Zero, that's going to be because F-Zero was the first game to ever utilize that Mode 7 style of graphics. You know, I just thought of something, viewers. I've played this game roughly 20 or 30 times, and not once have I ever gone back to see if Figaro Castle has re-emerged from the sand. I wonder. You know, I'm going to take a minute off screen to go check that out, and I'll be right back. Okay viewers, I'm back, and evidently Figaro Castle is not back above ground, so I don't know where that soldier's going, or what his plan of action is, let alone how he's going to communicate with the people of Figaro Castle, but I'm sure they have some kind of system in place for that sort of thing, so I'll just leave well enough alone, and we'll be on our way. Well, that reminds me. Should probably put Edgar in the back row, and Terra. We'll leave Locke up front, and give him the mithril blade that Edgar used to be equipped with. And we'll give the mithril knife down to Terra there. Not that she's ever going to use it, but hey, why not? Recovery spring. Full heal to the whole party. Thank you, game. After that boss battle, that's very kind of you. Now this cave is relatively short, and it has a few branching paths that contain items, but I'm going to pass on those for now, because the contents will be upgraded, just like the contents of the treasure boxes back in Narsh. So I will let you know when a good time is to come back here and pick these items up. Yeah, get wrecked. That right there is why Terra gained a level and learned Antidote, because Edgar is such a beast. He can deal massive AoE damage from the back row and just wipe out anything your party will come across. It's amazing. But now that things have calmed down slightly, I can go over Edgar's tools in a little bit more detail. Locke should be stealing, because why not? Oh, press the Y button and you can cycle through your characters like I am here, which would have been nice in Final Fantasy 4 and 5, but whatever. I just hate wasting actions because I can't switch to the character I want, you know? But here we can just do whatever we want. Like pressing right to defend and get put to sleep. Now Bioblaster, as you saw, is a poison elemental attack that hits all enemies just like the Bioblast that Terra used earlier, and it will inflict the poison status randomly. So that's pretty nice. Noise Blaster will confuse all enemies, and Auto Crossbow deals physical damage to all enemies. Best thing about tools is that they have 100% accuracy. I have never seen them miss, ever, which makes them even more overpowered. But essentially, that's a quick overview on Edgar and why he's one of the best characters for the first half of the game. Alright, we made it. Game. New enemy, Rhinotaurs. These guys are pretty... well, they have a lot of HP, first of all. And if you hit them with spells like fire, they will counterattack with Megavolt. And it'll probably one-shot Terra because it hits for over 100. So you just want to attack with Locke and go with Auto Crossbow. You don't want to confuse them because they'll use Megavolt on themselves, and they absorb lightning, so that would be bad. You can also very randomly steal a Mithril Claw from them as their rare steal, but I wouldn't go out of my way to farm them. Well, there's the town, but before we go in there is one thing I want to take care of. Another enemy in the area you can meet up with is the Rhodox. And the Grease Monk, alright. And the reason I want to meet up with them will be explained later. But you definitely want to meet up with them in at least 2 of the formations that are available to you. This is one of them. You can also meet up with 4 Rhodoxes on their own, and I want to make sure that I do that now, because that'll be very important later on. If Edgar was just one level higher, he probably could have killed everything on that first round, with the exception of the Rhinotaur. But, oh well. Let's heal up Locke there. Yeah, my levels are a little bit lower than usual, but we'll be okay. Let's try to get this formation one more time. And if I can't, I'll do it off screen. Okay. Grease monks are pretty bland. They have nothing special going on for them. They just attack physically. But remember that you can meet up with these guys here for much later in the game, because I will be coming back to them for a very specific reason. After I've traveled the world, if you know what I'm referring to. Hey, Terra gained another level. Wow. Okay, well, before we go in the town, I'm going to meet up with those 4 Rhodoxes off-screen and meet you back here momentarily. Okay, I lied. We're just going to go with this formation because you got 2 Rhodoxes and the Rhinotaur. And that gives us a total of 2 different enemy formations that contain the Rhodox, so I'm content with that. If I happen to get the 3rd formation, great. If not, no big deal. I just want to increase the chances I have of meeting up with the Rhodox by as much as possible. And again, I'll explain that all in due time. These guys are so cute. And dead. Okay, well, I've been dragging ass for too long now, so let's get this show on the road. Hey, is that a ninja? Hey, I can't walk diagonally. What the hell, man? Alright, well, first order of business is we want to come in here to the Relic shop. Oh, fancy. If you know how to use them properly. Okay, and this is your obligatory tutorial for relics and accessories. And these just kind of give you a little heads up on what they can do for your party, like sprint shoes allow you to run, True Knight lets you cover enemies who are not enemies, allies who are low on HP, just like cover from Final Fantasy IV, Dragoon boots let you jump, etc., etc. And this is our first relic shop in the game, so I want to buy sprint shoes because I'm playing this on the Super Nintendo and I don't have a dash button. And the rest of these are completely useless, but goggles protect against dark, which is, like I said, completely useless. But for a different reason, the blind or dark status is bugged in this game and doesn't work. So you never have to worry about getting hit with blind. And I'll go over that in more detail in the next episode because that coincides with evasion as well. But let's give these sprint shoes, actually, I'm going to give those to Terra. So now we can run around on the world map. Alright. And upstairs we have the inn, but I don't think we need to rest up. So let's continue on. But you're allies to the Empire. What do you mean? Why is there a kid in a tavern? No. You're not allowed. Oh, by the way, let's see if I can show that off to you guys. Yeah, you see that sign here that says cafe? That was actually censored. It says pub in the original Japanese version of the game. Yeah, I know, it's a really stupid change, but you know how I feel about censors and stuff like that, but I just thought I would point that out. It's kind of interesting, I guess. Now this music is Shadow's theme. Reminds me of the Wild Arms music in a way. It's got the Western style whistling and all that. I like it. Yeah, someone's talking to you, man. What's going on, Edgar? You know this guy? He owes allegiance to no one and will do anything for money. He comes and goes like the wind. This is Shadow. Sorry, I spoiled his name like 2 minutes before the game told us who he was. Sue me. Now, Shadow is one of my favorite characters in the game, which is probably evidence enough by my YouTube avatar, which is of Shadow. Whoa, surprised that got by the censors. Wait, do they even have nickels in Final Fantasy? Come on, Woolsey. Yeah, we'll just leave this guy alone. What kind of dog is that? Well, we'll learn more about those guys later on, I'm sure. Cider is also a censorship. Man, what a dick. But remember this for later. This guy is very important. It's funny that they censored it to cider because one of my friends drinks cider, and I always give her a hard time for it, for not just calling it beer or booze or whatever. Okay, so this town has a lot of hidden items, both in barrels and in boxes, but once again, those can be upgraded if you pick them up later in the game, so I'll be doing that as well. And this is the last instance in the game where you can do this, so don't worry, they don't use that mechanic throughout the entire game. Yeah, after this point, we can just pick up all the treasures we find without abandon. Oh, we'll have to stop by those shops. Sabio Mountain Range. Here we have a port, but like all good RPGs, the first time you arrive at a port, you cannot use the boat. Absolutely. Whether it be a natural disaster, or monsters, or both, or just invisible plot walls. Nah, you guys are fine. Okay, right, shopping. I did say I wanted to do that. Weapon shops, pay no attention to that because you'll never be using your physical attack with anybody except Locke, and we'll be able to find a really good weapon for him in like 5 minutes, so save your money. I do want to buy some armor though, and as always, I'll list all of my purchases in the video description down below, in case you are following along. Let's get a Kung Fu suit for Locke, Cotton Robe for Terra. I want to get 5 Plumed Hats. 3 for now, 2 for later. And 2 heavy shields. So let's go ahead and equip all of those. Nice. And you want to hang on to at least one of your buckler shields. But everything else you can just sell. Not the Plumed Hat, because I just bought those. Come on, Kai. Oh, that reminds me, I do want to show you one thing at the weapon shop here. If you did not buy these tools from the merchant back at Figaro Castle, you can buy them here. Edgar already comes with the auto crossbow. Okay, so that's it for shopping. Yeah, I was kind of there. It's amazing. Yeah, that's also something I figured out. Thanks, game. Anyway, it's got a secret passage here. Remember this for later as well. Yeah, getting back to Figaro Castle, one of my friends, Rabbit, left a comment on the last video, and she said it would be pretty amazing if you could submerge your house under the ground like that, and I totally agree. You wouldn't have to worry about Jehovah's Witnesses, or solicitors, or anybody looking in your window while you're fapping. It would be like a little secluded getaway. That would be awesome. Until you had to get food. Then you'd be forced to come up and venture off into society. Ugh. Yeah, there would be some benefits to being a hermit crab. Literally. Oh, nice. We'll have to stop by there and see what's going on with those guys. Here we can have a save point, but I have no idea why it's here. Oh well. Okay, now there is one more thing I want to do in the town, and then we'll call it quits. And I do want to pick up some of the items that are here. Lenneth, get down. Go, honey. You're right in front of the screen. Sorry, viewers. Cats just do whatever the hell they want because they're cats. Okay, well, out of my way. The first thing I want to do is I want to pick up this phoenix down here because I think I only have one of those. And early in the game, those are a precious commodity. But if you come behind here, go all the way left and then down, yeah, you got a secret passage with a secret elixir. All right. And that room actually links back to the other house I was just in, but we can just save that for later. There's no use to show that to you guys now. Whoops. Go up the stairs, Kai. What? Huh. So your father had dinner with one of the Empire's generals. Wait, what? You son of a bitch. Yeah, you were caught in the act. Well, I would say remember that for later too, but yeah, I'll just show you this now. Got a secret passage behind the bookcase, yeah. And we have yet another secret passage. Yeah, you thought there were a lot of hidden items in Lufia? Oh, here we get a hyper wrist. I actually like this relic quite a bit because we'll give that to Locke actually. What it does is it increases your vigor or your strength, which in turn increases your physical damage. And you can barely see this chest, but here we get the running shoes. These will give a character auto haste. Not as broken as it is in other Final Fantasy games, but still very, very nice. I like giving those to Edgar, just so I could use his tools more frequently. Let's go in this door now. 500 gold, nice. 1,000 gold, very nice. 1,500 gold. Does this one have 2,000? No, it has 2,000 broken hearts. Okay, well that's everything I want to do here in South Figaro for now. So when we come back next time, I will just meet you right outside after I've rested up and saved my game, and we will continue on to the Returner's hideout. So until then guys, as always, take care, thank you for watching.